All right, well, howdy. Today you join me up in Lincoln at the conservation area. About a month ago, I want to say, we were here last trying to get pictures of the waterfall at the bottom of the escarpment. So today I thought it'd be a great day to come back, and we'll start at the top of the mountain where the waterfall starts. It's a little bit more chaotic. There's a lot more rocks and stuff. Then it comes down the side of the escarpment and continues flowing on. So I thought we'll go to the top, we'll look around, seeing if we can find any compositions, and then we'll hike all the way back around the back of the entire conservation area to the bottom section, and then we'll see if I can find any more compositions. Now, I was pre-visualizing a shot in the bottom section. There's a small little wooden bridge, so I was going to try to get the wooden bridge and then the waterfall coming down the side of the mountain if I was able to incorporate all of those into one composition. However, I'm thinking that with today there is no clouds in the sky. It is extremely harsh sunlight, so I don't know if it will be the right lighting environment for it. As I was hiking down, I found these little tiny white flowers that are just starting to peek up through the grass. Now they are unfortunately just covered in leaves and other stuff all around it. So I wanted to see if I could maybe isolate them a little tiny bit and get a composition. The only one I can kind of see is if I were to go in this general direction, maybe incorporate some of the rock and then have the flowers as the foreground element to kind of draw your attention into it, and then have the moss kind of all around it as well. So there are these very small, very delicate looking little white flowers. And then my first initial idea was to have it almost at ground level, looking straight up with the rock in the background. The problem is that it overexposes it, and I had to go almost 2 stops underexposed just to be able to get the highlights under control. So I thought if I were to maybe go from the top down view, there are a lot of leaf litter and a bunch of other stuff all around it though as well. So I don't know if I'm crazy or not about that. 2-second countdown timer. So 1/30th of a second, F16. Half a stop underexposed. Perfect, no clipping highlights. Nice. Now there is a little bit of shadow being introduced from the bottom corner of the photo. So I'm just thinking if maybe I should punch into the 1.6 crop factor, maybe fill out the frame a little bit more. I'm going to insert the photo now into the video. Let me know what you guys think about this one. I've been trying to frame up composition here for quite a while now. So unfortunately, there is either dead leaf litter or a bunch of other stuff that just kind of draws your attention away from it. So what I thought I would do is I'm just going to try to pull back, just so that way I have a nice even frame. All right, so I put on the 8-stop ND filter as well as the circular polarizer. So it got the composition all the way up to 20 seconds at f36, ISO 100. And I just want to see if I can maybe add a bit of movement to the actual water, as the sunlight is very strong, and even at full polarization, I'm still getting just a little bit of glare off the water. For this composition, we've probably been here for well over half an hour. I have been moving around trying to find a better composition / trying to be able to frame up this shot. And I have pretty much moved everywhere from over there on the ground to over here to up here, finally settling in on this composition. Trying to incorporate that log that is going horizontally across the image. The only problem is as the sunlight is really reflecting off a lot of the water, as you can see. So I'm trying to isolate a very small area up there that doesn't have as much glare. So that way the polarizer can take care of the rest of it. And then the longer exposure I'm hoping might actually add just a little bit of movement to the water. Now before I capture this image, we are suffering from a lot of dust. Dust and dirt just kind of flowing around here. So I'm just going to wipe everything down. The wind is a little bit stronger today, so there's a lot of stuff being kicked up. So I'm just making sure I keep everything clean, as the composition really improves from it. Then you don't have to spend as much time in Lightroom trying to get rid of all of the imperfections. So I'm going to insert the photo now. Let me know what you guys think about this picture, and I'm going to keep hiking on. Well, as I was hiking down, I found this small little stream. Now, this is not normally here. A couple of months ago when we hiked by, there was no water coming down this specific spot. And it just kind of drew my attention over to one little spot here beside this rock with a bunch of moss. And you see a very small stream coming down this side, as well as a couple of drips just going down on the one side. So I was thinking if I could maybe be able to somehow frame that up. And then maybe do a bit of a longer exposure again, so I can get a little bit of a solid feeling in the water, a bit of movement almost. But for this one, I walked up to where as far up as I could go to where the top of it is and just kept trying to find compositions. Unfortunately, the ground is really steep, so the water's moving a lot faster, but there's really nowhere I can set up my tripod or anything. So as I came hiking down a little bit further, I found right here where the moss is kind of has the water flowing right beside it. And that really caught my attention as it was a much easier composition to be able to frame up. There's only so many angles or so many places I can stand that'll actually frame it up. And I haven't had to really think about this one very much. It was just kind of, it caught my eye and I was just able to almost find the frame right away. Which goes to show you, pre-visualization will absolutely help, but don't be afraid of looking around the composition more and changing it up. The idea you have in your mind kind of gets you going. You start out with something, but then the weather, the light, a bunch of other factors affect how you actually frame up the composition. And don't be afraid to just completely scrap your first idea and go with something completely different. Digital cameras have how much memory on them. So really you're not motivated or limited, by your frames. You're not limited by how much actual film you have. You can just keep taking pictures forever. Well, we're burning daylight, so I'm gonna try to frame this up. I can tell definitely the sun is starting to go down. I'm starting to get a lot colder. Today's photographs have definitely had a bit of a theme going on them with rushing water. Well, the main photograph that I came down here to look at is still a little bit further on up ahead. So I'm gonna start hiking over there. Talk to you guys when we get there. So here is the bridge I was talking about. You can see how much higher the water level is down here from that little tiny one we were just looking at. So this was a general direction I was thinking of looking up a composition. The problem is right now, right where the sun is located, it's beaming down directly onto most of the compositions. So the light will be extremely harsh. So I'm gonna have to hike around this location, see if we can find a composition. Right off the bat, I do like that log just completely covered with moss, as it does have some very interesting shadows on it right now, which is definitely adding to something. But I'm gonna hike around here for a few minutes, try to find a composition. This is the last photo that I was talking about. Before we came here today, this was the one that I had pre-visualized in my mind, where you have a little bit of water rushing down here with a bunch of moss-colored rocks, as well as some leaf litter. Now, the leaf litter is a little bit less placed everywhere. It's a little bit more precise. And there is specifically one leaf that is on top of one of the rocks. That was actually my main point of focus, as it was very easy to get tack sharp focus. And the water is flowing over the rock and very gently coating it with water. So as it is a little bit darker with the circular polarizer especially, it adds a lot of contrast to it. Here is where I was talking about that leaf. You can see it right there on top of the rock in the center of the composition. And then I'll show you from up here. That right there is the rock with that leaf on top of it. And as you can see, the water is just spreading all around it very nice and evenly. And then checking on the histogram, you can see that there's peaking just a very small amount. So I'm going to try putting it back down to 4 seconds. As you can see, the darks are not clipping, but the highlights are still clipping a very small amount. But that's okay. Focus in on the leaf. Perfect. Then a 10-second countdown timer. F32 at 4 seconds. Base ISO, 1 stop underexposed. So there are still a few spots that are a little bit bright. So we'll see if we'll put it down one more, 3.2. So we've lowered it back down to 1 full stop underexposed. Now the highlights are still ever so slightly clipping. That was a pleasant day of photography. I only plan to come down here and spend a couple of hours now, but I've already doubled that. We've been here for over 4 hours, which is great. As you start doing photography, you really do lose track of time. And normally I'd only spend a few minutes at each composition as I've already pre-imagined what I want, and I can kind of pre-visualize where I'm going to set up the tripod, where I want my camera located, what settings and stuff I kind of want. But today was a little bit different. Every single area where I thought I could get a composition, I did have to stop for a few extra minutes and work the composition to actually get a framing that I like. Whereas the sun, because there's no clouds today, the sun was so bright, it was blowing out a lot of my compositions. So I had to be very, very mindful of where the sun was located. And as you could see, this entire day I've had my histogram up, making sure that the highlights weren't peaking. But of course, pretty much every single picture they are. So I then have to go in and kind of lower the highlights just a little bit to bring the picture back to life. Otherwise, all you're gonna see is just bright spots, which kind of look, they look terrible. All right, well, I'm gonna start heading back home. If you guys enjoyed the video today, like, comment, and subscribe down below. Let me know what you thought of the compositions, and I'll talk to you guys again in the next one. Have a good day.